Good morning, everyone. Been a crazy week. It's been an interesting night. I want to say rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. My condolences to his family. I didn't want to make a video and put him in the title and all that because so many people, some of the stuff that I saw was disgusting with people happy and proud that a man has died. So I was off it. I was like, nah. Once I got it confirmed that it was true, I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna talk about this. So my condolences to his family, his kids. But yeah, I won't be enjoying it on the fun of disrespecting somebody. But life is short, people. I have to enjoy that thing. That's why I do simple stuff. That's why I take my little walks. That's why I live the way I want to live and how I choose to live. Because it's my life to live. So nobody can live your life for you. Celebrity or so-called celebrity or not. Live your life the way you choose to live it. This is good. Yeah, I'm early. I got a flight to catch. So I just want to hit y'all with this and get up out of here real quick. I found something on a YouTuber's page. I want to see if I can speed it up and play it the right way under the fair use guideline. So hold on. I saw this on 10.base channel. And let me speed it up. Yes, I won't worry about it. So this is on 10 Tampa Bay's channel. 10 Tampa Bay's channel. I want to say fair use. I want to play this video because I think the Florida Police Department is doing a great job of cracking down on what we see or what we know as pedophilia. So I want to play this video and give my commentary on this video. I think this story may be a little bit older, but still I appreciate the work that they're doing. And they say that they're not after our kids. But in this video, you're going to see even a judge.
Yes, they are.
Indulging in some disrespectful and disgusting behavior with kids. So let's get into this. Fair use. Fair use.
It's unbelievable the victims we get without human trafficking operations. And we identified one this time that I'll talk about without her name. Many times it takes follow-up investigation by this wonderful team of counselors in order to get there. Let's start with Mr. Finley. Mr. Finley is not involved in this from a human trafficking / prostitution operation, but we had a grand slam in that we also found child sex predators. And he's the first child sex predator that we identified. He's 39 years of age. He's a handyman. He's from Mulberry. And he traveled to our undercover location thinking he was going to engage a very young child for sex. Newsflash. It was a very young child. It was a group of detectives. He's been charged as a result for traveling, for resisting arrest. That's right, he ran from us. He didn't want to go to jail. He had meth. He was also charged with attempted lewd battery and transmission of some very ugly stuff that he thought was going to a 13-year-old child. So it would have been a grand slam week for all of our resources and efforts if we'd have just gotten Timothy Finley, who thought he was traveling to meet a child. It's pretty nervy if you think about it. He was showing up at the child's residence when he thought mom and dad weren't there. But he wasn't alone. Then there's Shannon Johnson. He's from Orlando. He's from Orlando. You know, it's interesting, the Orlando stations aren't here today. They should be, because they got a lot of these problems over in Orlando, and the community over there needs to be made aware of it. He thought he was communicating with a 13-year-old child. He wanted to be her daddy. He wanted to have different kinds of sex with what he thought was a 13-year-old.
Ladies, did you hear what this officer said? That this man wanted to be this child's daddy.
Hold on. Hold on. Ooh, shit. Oh. Okay, let me slow it down to normal because I was trying to. I got an appointment today, and just to be clear, all my medication, making my appointment, scheduling on time. So, if it's time to go to, y'all know what I'm talking about, to court, can't nobody say she ain't on her medicine, she's lacking, she's not doing well because of the hate crime and all of that. Yes, and they gonna get it. Me mother told me not to. On the yes. I'm nice.
Ladies, yes, and now I know you argue about your baby daddy and how much money he giving you and all that, But I would like to think that the man that you laid down and had sex with and had a child with, I don't think he ever wants to sleep with his daughter. He may not have money, but his first job is to protect his child from this type of behavior. So I just want you ladies to know, when you have a child with a man, then they share a same common bond of, if they're truly with you and with the child, and it's not just a Hennessy, not just a Hennessy liquor baby, Hennessy weed baby, because y'all don't want to be, y'all don't want to be honest about that. That sometimes they're having these Hennessy liquor babies and they don't even know the man that they're sleeping with. So of course this man is not going to be there. Not to give an excuse, but we got to have some better behavior, because I've been a part of it as well. So I'm not coming from a position that I'm better. I'm just coming from a position that I know what we do. So, but.
So how do you remedy that though? That type of behavior? I don't know. When people do that as full-grown adults, that's the part that I can't relate to. But I do know I was a 15-year-old parent, and by having a big family and you're taking care of people and yourself and defending yourself, how do you remedy that? Especially, like, say if you're spotted, and let's not pretend like we ain't got targeted people. We're talking about that right now. And I'm also talking about the Hennessy and the liquor baby, because I know that that is what happened with one of my children. However, I also know that I was targeted. And God, I love my son. Can't nobody. I had a hate crime, and then I flew to his dorms and been with him ever since. And was having a spiritual awakening, finding out who the narcs were around me, the mean-spirited ones, raising my vibration. Like, my vibration, I'm up here dealing, and then people are influences, worshiping money, even the celebrity thing. See, my thing is, a lot of times I'm bullshitting. I'm not trying to hurt anybody, but like I learned to be funny to defend myself. In my home, in my environment, in my circle, people would, be chilling with me, laughing with me, smiling with me until they weren't. And then those differences, I had to fully acknowledge, like, okay, this is what's going on. There is a difference, and I'm not the only one. So one day okay, let me not get off topic, because I got that appointment. I gotta make this oatmeal. I gotta make this oatmeal. And I feel funny even talking about what I wanted to do special for Cinco de Mayo. I'm always late putting it out, so I got good news. My girlfriend, and see, this is the part of tapping into the positive side. This is the manifesting positivity. My friend, I've never had a fight with her ever. And her brother was one of the men that I bullied. But I know him. But he does the same thing as Kwame. And please think of it like a brother thing, because Kwame never did nothing to me, but he was laughing with the hug and stuff. So, and then my video that did a little bit of a Dulo twist, just think about the suing situation and how things can happen in real life if you make people or their whatever too upset. Okay. And so it's a reason why certain things occur. Okay. So I almost feel bad for even happy about the good news, seeing all of this, you know. I was like being so petty, like I don't want men to have no money, you know, when I was mad in the beginning. This was way before, oh my God. I just want us to cleanse. Ooh. Words, y'all. Return the sender, or take back and cleanse. Any bad word I say, cleanse. Any negative spirit that you give me, fuck you, return the sender. That damn, I think that, I don't know, Spirit, if you wanted me to change the title because I used one of the elders' name, or because I use the word gay, or I use the word, they're races, the African, the Yoruba, the white, the and I'm pretty sure that boss was Dominican. I'm pretty sure. So this is when I went. Anyway, okay. Let me bring it back. Y'all know what I do. I be having to manage myself. But anyway, she's gonna help me with more of the social, because when I'm doing something, I say I want to go somewhere, your word is usually bond. When I was in the service, you know, if I asked somebody to do something, and the thing is, we went by paperwork. Everything was by paperwork. Whether the person, they would try to convince you certain things, you can't do this or you can't do that. But if you did the paperwork and they pushed it through, they pushed the paperwork through, or hand carried the packet, they can make sure you get into the job or the area that you want to get. If people are watching and they're doing right. But people do have their interests. Whew. Anyway, my girl, so when I'm trying to move around and I'm not making my appointments, I have to learn how to carry luggage with, if I'm gonna be by myself, which I'm not gonna be no more, because she is interested in my culture, and she's from my hometown, you know, but she's had to water herself. When you're from a small town, that's why I relate to a lot of things, you know, and when things resonate with your real life, that's just what it do. You know what I mean? It don't have anything to do with anything else. So anything negative, and just apologize to God, the universe, Mama Earth. Apologize. We don't have to do a standing ovation, but we can do it in private. Just like prayer. We have to pray just to make it today. I said we pray. Pray. And she sings too. Pray. I said we pray. And she ain't afraid to go to Africa or Jamaica. We have to pray just to make it today. I said we pray. Pray, 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 pray. We have to pray just to make it today. I said the prayer. So, to some of the mean religious folks that was calling me the demon and things like that, realize that there's other religious folk besides you, and I'm appreciative to Dale and the pastors at the fish market giving the fish, giving the extra fish away. That was really nice of them. At the best fish restaurant in Walterboro. So anyway, I'm happy to be visiting her because I didn't make my time, because while I do one thing that's big, I try to do everything at once too. And I can't travel with a bunch of luggage like I used to do. And that's one thing I can't be in denial. When we get older, we're getting older. This bate, men, y'all do that. May look young, but I am older. I have to maintain it. That's the reason for all that yoga. Spirit, thanks for giving me the recommendations, but I really would appreciate that help you said. And then you said if I find a way to communicate, I don't see how else I can communicate by trying to by giving you the number and the email and you not giving me yours. That's the part I can't I just say I'm bippity boppity boo with the herbals and the arts and shit that I do. My shit, you know what I mean? But I'm not as advanced in the technology. And my thing is, maybe that Mr. Rapper Man made good on his promise when he threatened to mess with my computer, make me lose money, no government check, and him and his little fairy fragile ass friend really did what they did. And you know, I remember my mother was threatened with something like that, about some similar things. Had her scared for like a long time. She was so traumatized when we were children, when I was a child, that she always thought that somebody was spying on her or something. And then she wasn't living with my they wasn't together with my father, so it probably made things seem worse. But during the crack epidemic, nobody really was couldn't be around like that, because it'd be some kind of like foofops or something, like some kind of my uncle's not gonna let it happen. Let's see who did this.
Even in those situations, if a child was to be produced in that situation and it's my child, I would have more of a vested interest than a stranger around my child to make sure she's safe. So keep that in mind, ladies, when they got you thinking about money and all kind of things and dealing with a man. Your first job is to protect your child. And having a bunch of strange men around your kid, whether it be employees or workers, or whether it be the stepdaddy or the boyfriend, sometimes these men don't have that same interest in the child as their father would do. Just saying.
And include cousins to that too, because in my case there was no, okay. But when you're doing, now let's talk for a minute about these, especially let's talk about the corporate private environment, which for some reason the military environment kind of mimics. I'm tired of being the whistleblower, okay? I just want to but I'm going to JAG and legal to make sure I'm within my right, because I'm not about to be around here feeling uncomfortable for no freaking body, okay? That man seemed like he was happy to be telling my ass no. After the white man said I was Gucci. Alright, when we were on base and overseas, they do a lot of things like the school. When you sending your kids to school, a friend of mine, the one that's in Atlanta, her kids want to go to movies with other kids, and the parents got to coordinate pickup and things like that. All parents don't agree with what we agree with. Overseas, while I was in Korea, this man that was my said friend, I mean, when I say friend, it was not nobody had access to kids under my watch. And a lot of people say that, but I know who the demon was it's a lot of our family members. So anyway, you'll know how teenagers want to hang out, young adults, and these young adults is smoking what we not supposed to be smoking, and drugs are completely illegal there, and they are walking 14 years old, walking some 11-year-old girls up these stairs, and the father was just gonna let it happen. And when I said something about it, the men wasn't gonna say nothing about it, but when I said something about it, it was bothering me, then they started saying something about it. This was a long time ago, but the significance of this person is that their society and the dumbass and see titles. See, let's see who did. You know what? Let me not even get on that, because when my face scrunched up, because I had a personal investigation and a real big situation at around the same time, sometimes I have emotional interest when I'm describing a story, versus I don't have any emotional attachments to this story that Kwame has, but the one I'm saying, I'm getting real, like, so bring it back. But it seems like everything that men be accusing women of, the ones of us that ain't did none of that shit, like my son, we had to do things to keep ourselves busy. We're not understanding that people, and that's why I'm glad that I had African friends whenever there was an issue. Like, for some reason, when I would go around, like the American blacks, there was always some kind of thing where they would try to, like, hierarchy, or this little manipulation ass shit. Just, if we was going to the club, I was good, but anything else, we were getting in too much, like, drama, and it would be for nothing to me most of the time, over the men. And even if you didn't have nothing to do with them, whether you did or you didn't, and then if you like somebody, they don't like you back, especially if they such douchebags. Start going on a tangent, mother. Alright, let's see who this is. Come on. But I want men to know that all women ain't doing this shit, and y'all make it like all women is.
He works at a warehouse. He was charged with traveling, attempted lewd battery.
Kids be going to the movies, they be going to the radio stations, they be volunteering, and programs, coaches.
He didn't have any children himself, but he wanted to play this game of daddy. That's right. He has a criminal history. And when we arrested him, he said, "You got me. You're right. We got him." So if we'd arrested 2 child predators, that would have been a grand slam week. But we got another one. This guy's from Gainesville. He's employed in construction. He did not travel, but he communicated with what he thought was a 14-year-old child online and said, "Don't tell the cops." And then he sent videos and steals of himself.
Yo, they be targeting our kids. I gotta pause. I don't know who this motherfucker is, but let me tell you something that happened to me in Florida, and I'm glad I was there. See, when I was there, kids are attracted to me. Even where I am right now, when I get up early in the morning and they take them kids be waving at me. It's usually the ones that's 5 and under, because that's when they're spiritually open. That's when they try to molest them, because they put that sex demon on them. That's gonna be an attempt to distract them from their gifts. Right now, I'm tapping into my gifts. That's why I'm able to do what I'm doing. But that sex demon tried to attach itself to you at that age. At least that's what happened to me. And I'm getting I return at the sender. So I was in Florida. I got this Airbnb at this white lady. She was an artist like me. Her baby's daddy was black. They owned some apartments and the pool and shit. And this man that was doing the construction that looked mighty had the same fat ass dynamic with the hair on their face like these ones. I'm out there doing my thing, and I'm smoking my stuff. You know, in Florida we do that. And he kept trying to give me meth. He kept saying, I got something that's gonna make you feel real good. And I told him no like 3 times, you know, like, no, I'm good. I'm a veteran, you know, like, I'm Sajurus, I'm matured, I do this because I done went to the desert 3 times, and this is what I like to do, you know, like, I like weed, nothing else, okay? And I was more interested in playing with the kids, and there's a little girl that was there that I was interested in because she appeared to be the black sheep and the lone wolf like me. There's all type of things that can go on with that. So my son is there too. And this man had a son and a daughter with him. I told my son, that man done offered me drugs twice. If his daughter or he offers you anything, don't take it. Don't hang out with his kids. Don't do nothing. This when hung out with this girl, came back high as a kite. And he wasn't gone for too long. Ladies, we watch our children. I don't like the spying thing in a negative way. But this man was able to, and then in the neighborhood, let me tell you, it's a bunch of Hispanics there. It seemed like they was Cubans, you know, because we had, okay, and see, I took pictures with these people, so, stinks when things hit close to home. Okay, so it's a Hispanic neighborhood. There's a couple of spectacles of black people, and you know, when they doing some kind of, when I'm gonna say color folk doing some kind of illegal activity, they do this or they do that, you know, and they kind of hide, and you know, they be shaking and moving. If they on the corner, they see the police coming, they gonna move. This white motherfucker, fat fuck, is able to do drugs, meth in public, have a construction job, and get his probably fake kids, probably other trafficking people, to come across our kids. And so that's when I say the compartmentalization, we have to be very aware of things. I'm not attacking men, but I'm bringing what he said. What's up? So, but can they go to the movies? Can they go to the skating ring? What the fuck can they do? I request, and women, I love you. let's take care. The children ain't got nothing to do with this. Some of y'all bitches will let men and manipulate with men and do weird shit with other grown motherfuckers. Leave the children out of it. But I'm busting heads right now, so come in my face like that girl who put her hands on me. I don't see you no more. You don't exist no more. You suck. Alright, let's finish what Kwame's saying. Shit.
Recorded for public
I didn't expect this morning.
nasty stuff. Rose here, Jody Rose, is a nasty, nasty guy. He's 36 years old. So we traveled to Gainesville to get him. Or we had the Alachua Sheriff's Office travel for us to get him. When we arrested him, he said, it's just a misunderstanding. Maybe a misunderstanding on his part. It's not a misunderstanding on our part. He was sending nasty videos.
I gotta just fast forward it. I don't know if it's gonna be the whole thing. I gotta get out of here.
Up until now. But now he's got 11 felony charges, so he made up for lost time with his arrest. That would have been a grand slam if we only got 3. Then there's Xavier Jackson. He's 27. He thought he was chatting with a 14-year-old. And he sent photos of himself doing things that's totally...
Okay, I can't watch no... Okay, you guys... I can't watch anymore. Alright. I'll talk to y'all later. I gotta get ready for something.